Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and everything and amazing Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane, the one, the only master propaganda here of Sight Defender of the Fatherland, off here to a glorious 1v1 own. You guessed it is. Langraskaya in the north, it is Ashablois fighting for the Red Army, the Soviet Union, Comrade Stalin. Here with the 12th Tank Corps featuring airborne troops, urban defense, and guard motor. Versus south, it is Luvnest, the one and only, fighting for the Oberkommand Germany, Deutschland. Here with the Hermann Göring Fallschirm Panzerdivision with Elite Armour, Ground Offensive, and Special Operations. We've got Volkskriegs and Kuhwagen here for Luvnest, double contra there for Ashablois. And as always, a big, hearty, and special thanks to my page supporters, champions and heroes, one and all. Other people can join their illustrious ranks by pledging on Patreon, or they can donate by PayPal. And finally, commenting, liking, sharing, subscribing helps out as well there. But anyways, off to the races here. We got Sturmpioneer based in the west who was wiring off that Rauchensklep for us there. Kuhwagen clashing with the contra in the center here as Ashablois looks to take an aggressive stance here versus Luvnest and his merry band of fascists. Kuhwagen there getting a kill there. Landing the first kill there for the fatherland. End of the match. And also cost efficient since the damage can just be repaired. There you go, gets another kill. Now they got filtering up their Karnat TKs in hand. They are engaging the contras there viciously with a bolt action rifle. Sturmpioneer need to fix up the Kuhwagen nail. And there we go, contra push back. 2 losses and 4 losses actually, not a single loss here for Luvnest. That is a really efficient engagement there for Luvnest, and really just highlights, you know, one reason you might actually see Oberkommand players don't go for that Kuhwagen so much, because they're going to just soak up a fair amount of damage at range. And if they draw with the fire too, of course you saw there again, they can just ensure you can just fight an engagement super efficiently. So that is like 4 continuity force, that is 80 manpower. Meanwhile, that's a few seconds repairs and not one, scrap of manpower there. So very good there for Luvnest. In the east, engineers coming up there for Ashablois. West side coming up there as well for the glorious Red Army. We shall see, of course, what Ashablois is planning ultimately versus Luvnest. Sturmpioneer Kuhwagen in eastwards here. Steady motorized push. Worth noting here, by Luvnest has completely ignored the fuel point here, possibly looking to hit the eastern fuel point instead. That's an interesting direction there from Luvnest, if that is the case. But again, it's worth noting Ashablois is currently getting a notably higher rate of resource income right now than Luvnest. Of course, if Downton keep fighting as efficiently as he did there, I mean, obviously, he might just be able to just completely outdo Ashablois in other ways. Still, worth keeping in mind there. Third full squad model for Luvnest, Ashablois with a 4th contra squad. Increases the likelihood this is actually going to be airborne troop tactics with SPD-40s. Possibly some guards airborne, but very likely airdrop discus. And the rest here, counting up the 2 squads with the full squad with the western fuel point. Worth noting, he has not laid down any sandbags here, so the position is much harder to defend. And there you go, Ashablois unsurprisingly commits to the airborne troop tactics. Kuhwagen engineers in the east and west here, because they are fighting with the Volks. There you go. Luvnest retreats here. Could have fought on perhaps a bit longer, but rather clearly wouldn't want to waste more resources than that. Carp on the hit there. Good shot to play there by Luvnest. Kuhwagen continues to just be a nice addition here for Luvnest and the German army. Volks being surrounded by the conscript suddenly. Good flank here by Ashablois. Still got plenty of time to go before they airdrop in those SVD-40s, but of course never hurts to have it sort of locked in. Still, getting both fuel points here, even if one has been cut off briefly, does mean Ashablois will be getting a lot more fuel here than Luvnest, and that's definitely a good chance of pushing into like a fast T-70 here, since with airborne troop tactics, you're not going to be rushing out the anti-aircraft attack because your munitions will be going to other things. So that is definitely going to be a T-70 rush, but that's still going to be quite effective, I think. There you can see the Luvnest again, utilizing the Kuhwagen to the max. It's Maximilian Kuhwagenmeister. Unfortunately, they're being swamped by the conscripts. Got the car one hit again. Engineer setting up from the base. Flamethrowers on the way there for Ashablois. Low and Sturmpioneer going for the eastern fuel point. Also popping into the building here, following up a strong point, which Ashablois cannot easily crack with the currently available assets to them. Kuhwagen being hold back for repairs again. We got mines briefly considered there by Luvnest. Tech on the way there for Luvnest as well. The Schwere Wehrmacht Schlepper. Could be lead armor, could be ground offensive, could be special operations. I mean, all I would say are on the table here. Even like he hasn't say rushed at 2-1, you could still end up going for the heat shells, the Panzer Commander, possibly the Sturm team. Of course, the emergency repairs is just, fairly handy commander. Kuhwagen there fixed up. Again, swiftly done by the Sturmpioneer. Ground western fuel point as well. Here's the suddenly Ashablois fuel splurge there. May soon be cut off here by Luvnest. Decisive infantry tactics. Continuing forwards here. And there you go. Volks been caught out in there by the flame from the contra as well, taking quite a bit of nasty damage. But there you go. Luvnest forms up a strong line here with the 2 Volks squad, but the car point back, of course, up by the mighty Kubelwagen. Volks been burnt to death there by the engineers. But they had themselves pushed back as well. Kubelwagen charging forward here. The Kubelwagen continues to be a significant thorn in the side of Ashablois. At this point, it might get kicked up the Soviet command chain. Comrades, there's a Kubelwagen somewhere in the western Ukraine that is giving us trouble. We must send in our best agents to destroy this machine of fascist menacing power. Cards of the Volks is here. West side here, we got Volks moving up there as well. Close to the Kuban, Sturmpani is arriving. Kampfgruppe hat put up there with a mechanized command post and medics, and there you go. Ashablois can start airdropping weapons, in this case commit to the Dishka, as it obviously packs more power versus the Kubelwagen. It can also deal with some of Luvnest's troops in a more aggressive manner. Of course, eventually we'll be seeing more SP40s, but prioritizing the Dishka here makes a ton of sense, honestly, because right now Luvnest is powered, but the Kubelwagen really pushing hard back against Ashablois. The initial successes have very much vanished under Luvnest's aggressive Kubel-based strategy here. But there you go, bunch of folks, a great tactic for Fleet engineers here. And even, of course, they focus down, they can't just merge with them rapidly, which I imagine Ashablois will do here in a few seconds. No? No merge? No merge. And, oh dear. It's a Heinz ball. Sturmpini falling back on the 2 Volks squads there, Dishka moving in there, but still Macrotul here. Great run off Luvnest, grabbing some fuel point there. At this point, Luvnest will be able to push up her flak half-tech fairly east, and Ashablois doesn't even have like the field gun within reach, so theoretically the machine gun hit could deal with it. The armor piercing rounds if the flak half-tech grabs in, but looks like we've got an MD-34, so like Luvnest is not even going to bother with that. Instead, Luvnest will of course push for the Panzers. Also got Sturmgewehr up there, so Luvnest already equipping the men faster there. Volks caught up with the Dishka. Bit of skirmishing there. Got the centre, another airdrop heavy machine gun there for Ashablois. Again, clearly indicating that the threat of infantry and the Kubelwagen is weighing significantly here upon Ashablois' shoulders. East side of Volks with the conscripts there, pushing forward into the Dishka here, and there you go, point blank fire is absolutely ripping the Volksgunners apart there. Kubelwagen racing forward there with detection mode activated, needs to be careful, of course, doesn't get caught by the Dishka. 2 kills on it so far. Kubelwagen fearlessly engaging this Soviet heavy machine gun team there, in fact forcing the heavy machine gun team to fall back. You got mines down here for Luvnest. Dishka turning around there, but can't actually see or actually engage the Kubelwagen. It's too far away. Got the second Dishka out there, they'll flash for blood, slowly turn around. There we go, also finally got the tech on the way there. Conscripts push back. Dishka almost got the eastern munitions point here, at which point they can easily move forward. More airdrop weapons. Sturm about to rush into the Dishka there, plus a conscript port here. Oh no. Ah dear. That's going to be a retreat. That's great there for Luvnest with good luck there. Very good luck, and definitely rubbish luck for Ashablois. Another chance here for the Kubelwagen Dishka matchup here, and there you go. 50 caliber there is doing some intense damage there on the Kubelwagen. Almost taken out there, but it narrowly escapes. Even with the detection mode, the speed is sufficiently fast enough to avoid destruction here by a Soviet heavy machine gun crew. Meanwhile, Luvnest leveraging more force there, and there we go, moving in the Kubelwagen, clearly aware of the fact that the infantry is going to force the Dishka retreat. He just moves in the Kubelwagen, close to the veterinary fee there. And the west here, conscripts moving up there. And there we go, S-54 is being airdropped here for Ashablois, increasing the firepower of the basic infantrymen now. Very good there. We'll need to take up at this rate though. Probably pushing for T-34s from 6s may prove to be slightly more wise, pushing for the Western fuel point. But of course, Luvnest is immediately striking for the east one. And we got a light infanterie shots here for Luvnest. Thumbs up, provides him with crucial light artillery support. We got mines here from Luvnest. Very good spot as well. Dishka, there's the Volksgrenadiers. Whoops, sorry about that. Almost got them in the centre there, troops moving up there, going MD-34 full push back. We still got the Kubelwagen not fully repaired. Sturmpuni advancing forwards here. Of course, need to fix up that mighty Kubelwagen there. Forces flanking in the Dishka there. The Dishka that's covering up, providing excellent covering fire there. Ground the centre, we got 484 to 357. Seizing the western field of the Frontovics, and there you go, light infantry Geschütz out there for Luvnest. It's definitely looking to push for the Schwerpanzer quarters as fast as possible. Still no commander here for Luvnest. Flamefront use of the Sturmpionier calls Kubelwagen, 9 kills. Closing in a Metzner 3 there. Field on the way there for Ashablois. Soviet High Command forcing Ashablois to commit to field and stop the Kubelwagen menace. Spearheaded by its audacious commander, Maximilian Kubelwagenmeister. Just give us the folks on the east here. Constant flank around here. Very good flank there, I guess. Almost got the Kubelwagen, but escapes with a tiny, tiny slip of health. In fact, he can now self-repair too. Oh, the indignity. Maximilian Kubelwagenmeister does it again. Truck out there for Luvnest. Die schwere Wehrmachtschlepper will be setting up the schwere Panzerhauptquartier here on the Kaufbonder Magic Ground. There's some people away here from Ashablois, and we got the Landwehr joining in the front as well here. Graham needs some fuel point there. We got another weapon drop there for Ashablois. Scrims, there you go. The Kubelwagen charges in fearlessly for Deutschland. Striking out the Conscripts flank here. Charrington with MG34 fire there, routing the unfortunate Frontovics as they found themselves faced with a Terrorwagen. Moving out in the centre of the Volkskamp backed up with the MG34 here, fobbing up a slightly tougher nut there to crack for Ashablois unless they bring in a mortar or some armour. And so far, Ashablois is definitely not close to any armour. Could go for a mortar though. Could go for a mortar. Ground punch for the Kubelwagen. Puts the counter of the disc joining in as well there. Field is setting up. Could bombard the position. Should begin bombarding here. Comes the Kubelwagen. Falcon 14 units as well there. To find the field gun. Nice hit the killing 2 of the gunners. Still a take for Ashablois. Comes routed there. Kubelwagen moving forwards. Halfway to vets and Z4. And there you go. Finland bombarding here. Hope to hit the field machine gun, but the shot goes way above the mark there. Second shot completely obliterates Otto though. East side conflict grab there. The point. Putting it in the centre. Gears there. Could start taking up here, I suppose. More to the front of the Dishka. Shot they landed close, but not quite. And the Kubelwagen is very, very close. Ready for Luvnest, I mean. What? Still no commander down for Luvnest. Constantly being hit by the folks on the Brandhandgranate. Really taking some heavy damage there. Schwerpanzer goes up and authorized. Luvnest those rates going to be pushing out a Panther 4 fairly soon. Ashablois though does have the tank plant on. They're going to go for the mechanized armor company, but will take some time for them to get any tanks, and will definitely, I think, need to consider another field gun out at this rate. But that looks here. We might be seeing the end here of Maximilian Kubelwagenmeister's tale here of Eastern Front terrorism. No! He lives to see another day. Good lord, that was close. Floating East was there. The Kedmeth out there for Luvnest. And they could also try for a bunch of Issue 6Ms, but I don't think Ashablois is going to go for that. That would, I think, be distinctly unlike Ashablois. Come to the Volkskamp here. Need to get that tech going no further. We got more weapon drops there for Ashablois. Guess they're not in a rush to get that Schwer mechanized armor company up. She's going to flank him with the Dishka and the Conscript there. Good bit of damage in there, but not enough to really finish it off here. Kubelwagen there, of course, fixing himself up. He can't quite, I believe, fix its engine, and will need some Sturmpanzers to fix that last bit up there, but otherwise he can't get himself up to full health. Or at least, maybe they fixed that, I don't know. Grenade hit down the conscripts. Smokes and deployed the Luvnest. Thumbs up to that. Very good. 14 kills in that Kubang, by the way. That is some incredible return on investment there, since it costs like 210 manpower, and I think that's definitely good return on investment. About 200 to almost 300 manpower now back from that, in just terms of like pure killing. Never mind all the other stuff it's done effectively. Still no further sign of tech here for Ashablois. They're definitely heading back. How did Luvnest? There you go. Luvnest at the 15-minute mark goes for Elite Armored, featuring the 221, emergency repairs, Panzer Commander, heat shells, and of course the Sturm Tiger. Pressing around, he could also start pressing the fuel point again. Sturm Tiger being caught by both conscript squads here, though one has only not been upgraded. Engineers, basically then these really should retreat them. There you go. Panther 4 model year there for Luvnest, and the Hermann Göring Fallschirm Panzer Division. Got the Kuhwagen there, good to go once more here. Sturm Pioneer though at a decent risk getting wiped out here, unless Luvnest gets sufficiently lucky, which he does. Schwerpanzer calls there close with the Panther 4 on the west side. Here we got counts coming out, the sandbags up here. Sandbags this east as well. Force to fall back from the centre to the threat of artillery. Not much else to like really push into that fight. And finally got the mechanized on my company for Ashablois. Could have that out a bit soon, honestly, but oh well. Panther 4 is right around the corner here for Luvnest, and the German Panzerwaffe. There we go. Western fuel point from there for Ashablois. Back to getting map 12 as the Germans. Thumbs up there. Though, of course, all that is definitely about to be tested once more once the Panzer 4 strikes out, of course, lightly backed up here by the mighty Kubelwagen. Just coming up there. Panzer Commandant almost done, pushing forward here, comes there about to be engaged. Their cover battling under the weight of the high explosive shells that shatters into them. East side here, to push back. We got an H5 tank for Ashablois. Definitely want to engage the Germans at a safe distance. Probably also concerned about other threats here from Luvnest. Smoke's being caught in the centre. Push it, cover, advance there. Come in advance there. Thumbs up. West up, meanwhile, Luvnest there poking and pressuring Ashablois' positions there. The Kenworth joining in as well there. Kubwagen for now remaining in reserve here. Luvnest obviously looking to preserve his near-ace Kubelwagen for the right time, for the decisive push. Making fair good progress in the centre there, even taking fire from the Disco. Final weapon drop there for Ashablois. Issue fire almost done. There you go. Tank destroyer ready here for Ashablois and the Red Army. Consider as the Folk's going to use. Disco Prime covering fire. Should get this repressed. There we go. And the West got Banhart. Oh, concussive grenade actually. That's a very nice throw there. That's it with not much else to follow up. Doesn't really make much sense. There you go. Kubwagen is near ace level now. An ace Kubwagen, ladies and gentlemen, in this top tier match. Full suppressive with the Disco machine gun. T issued 5 tanks coming forward here for Ashablois. Conscripts pinned down to the ground here by the MD-34, and the Kubwagen is about to get knocked out by the HD-5. Get it out of there, Luvnest. Mach schnell. And there you go. Aced Kubwagen for Luvnest. Panther for the catching the West, almost wiping out the entire squad here. Ashablois still think would benefit a lot from a mortar here versus Luvnest. Good hit, almost wiping out. And no, the Kubwagen, it's gone. So here they were able to pull Maximilian Kubelwagen mice out of the wreckage and pull them to one of the finest hospitals in Germany. Grabbing the eastern point with the Volksgrenadiers, but a tragic blow there to Luvnest and the German peoples. East of here, Discovers the Volksgrenadiers almost gone with the sandbags. You fix up that Panther 4, troops reinforcing healing. Bit of quiet there, might be lining up for a Jagdpanzer here, but perhaps another Panther 4, even a Panther here versus Ashablois tank destroyer there, the HD5, based off the T-34 chassis. Storm moving forwards. Good hit from the Panther 4, the obliterate Sioux conscript, but there you go, HD5 returns the favour, punching cleanly through the Panther 4's armor. Ashablois commits to the Katyusha rocket launcher. Not a bad pick, as always, but will Luvnest be presenting those targets that really require for the Katyusha to be good? We shall see. You said he comes back the Volksgrenadiers. They should fire holding back. Mines are plenty there for Ashablois on the right flank. Could still feel like pressure more on the left flank. You can try and hit Luvnest's fuel point more consistently, deny him those resources. Either way, could use right in the corner. Also, a conscript squad has been wiped out. Could consider replacing the conscripts, or could consider replacing them with the airborne troops. I think that would be a fairly good addition. Either with the triple DP light machine guns, of course, or the PPSH-41s. We got the BM-13 Katyusha rocket truck out here for Ashablois. West side there, pumping grab with the Volksgrenadiers. Transferring to the MG-34 and the Volks at that point here. We got 321 to 305. Pretty close in terms of victory points. Now the side handling a notable edge on the other one. There you go, Katyusha barrage in the center here. Oh, never mind. It's a really deep one here. I hope to get lucky Katyusha barrage, which is always one of the more questionable. In this case, though, Ashablois did get sufficiently lucky, but the problem is Luvnest can just recruit the field gun. And without like a follow-up attack here, I don't think it's going to matter too much. In fact, we see that Luvnest is just attacking now that he knows, well, his opponent just spent a Katyusha rocket attack, so like, he can easily go on the offensive because he doesn't need to worry about, you know, having a face full of rocket fire being blasted into him. So this Katyusha actually ended up, while it might have wiped the light infantry gun crew, actually just, you know, removed some pressure there from Luvnest and just gave him, like, you know, the go-ahead to attack. Good hit here on the Panther 4 by the field gun there behind the hedges. Really good push here from Luvnest. She's really exploiting that Katyusha barrage. She just completely pushed back Ashablois towards their own base, cutting off the resources. That said, Luvnest is taking some losses here, but nothing critical. Certainly no wipes. We've got another track there for Luvnest. Might be he's actually planning to stall for the King Tiger. Now that's ambitious, but could arguably in some ways be favourable for Ashablois if, you know, they can exploit that. And there you go, insane piece of being unleashed here upon the counter-attacking forces under Ashablois' command, shredding the Soviet infantry. We've got the disc there ready to turn to the German MB-54 crew. You can see that Luvnest is already looking to retreat them, except for Ostrich there, who for some reason is stopping his head into the dirt like an ostrich. Jürgen, you're an Austrian, not an Australian. Oh, scheiße. My mistake. Ostrich is even Australian? I don't know. I just need him to get the head out of that. Look stupid. That's the first I've seen that happen though there. Mine goes off for killing several Volksgrenadiers there. Nice mine there by Ashablois. Thumbs up. You fix the Panther 4. There you go. Mechanized dragging there for Luvnest. Volks advance in the centre, then near Aislam. There you go. T-34 from 6 there for Ashablois. Katyusha rocket launcher is ready to deploy another barrage against Luvnest. Will Ashablois be slightly more apprehensive in worrying that, you know, Luvnest may in fact just make another push in case, like, you know, the barrage basically hits zip. Plus, of course, the line for gun as expected has been recruited rapidly. Caught on the flank and routed. Looks like Ashablois might be lining up for their own push now. Here versus Luvnest. West side was actually fairly open there for Ashablois to harass. And there goes Smokes from North on the east side of the centre. Another Katyusha barrage this time. Will it land? Will it deal damage? Again going for the light infantry gun. Wipes it again. And it's not like a complete waste, but the question is, how much does it really matter that against Luvnest? Like, how much is he impacted by this when there's so much else that, you know, could have been blasted away there? Stuckatzer Fuss for Luvnest, so he wasn't going for the King Tiger, he's just going for his own rocket artillery. You can only imagine the comments. Help us! They're firing rockets at us! We'll fire them back! Well, we don't have any. We'll get some! Let's just Stuckatzer Fuss! North T-Fed first going for the full backed up and needs down mines. Stuckatzer halfway done. We got some artillery barrage around the centre. He's smoke from the port again. Thumbs up the Luvnest. And again, rapidly recruit. Really undermining here as you blow firing rockets at it. In that sense, I mean, the Katyusha's basically like, you know, doing next to no real damage. The only way they could do less is just like, you know, by bombarding just into like a specifically empty spotless, you know, terrain. Stuckatzer Fuss is almost done here for Luvnest. The Stuckatzer Fuss was typically part of a Panzer Division's Panzer Pioneer unit, where it would serve in a heavy weapons company, that way serve as artillery for the Panzer Pioneers. Fun fact, it would also serve as part of a Panzer Brigade's artillery unit as well, be serving alongside mortar half-tracks. So, a few fun facts there. Following that inside the conscripts here. We'll of course have to see where Luvnest lands the rocket barrage. There we go. Unleashing 6 rockets. Catching the disc crew, the acid evaporating it, plus the conscripts. Luvnest showing Ashablois here how it's done. And crucially again, much more impactful because, you know, A, did some intense damage and wiped the unit, which you can actually grab. Like, you know, the difference, like, you just got a few kills and just Ashablois can recruit the machine gun. But here, Luvnest just clears it out, but also then grabs, at least attempts to. So there's a bit more of an actual threat. In this case, though, not enough covering here to ensure he can actually get it back. But again, it was close. Needs to get that machine back before it gets wiped again. Got 3 and 4 teams, 2 and 6. Filters advancing up. There you go. Tifa blocking up here with this machine gun and main gun, tearing into the fascists there, looking to wipe them out as fast as possible. H5 holding back here for Ashablois. Could actually go for another T-34. Or could try, I suppose, go for an H5. Actually got the Panzer IV. I missed out on that. That's a pretty good kill there. Definitely, I think, gives Ashablois more room to be offensive here versus Luvnest, because he's actually just got 1 Raketnever right now. And in fact, it could have been destroyed. I think had Ashablois pursued that one a bit more aggressively, meaning right now, for example, there's actually nothing preventing Ashablois from destroying the Schwer punted quarters, at which point Luvnest would be pretty much just chained to going for the King Tiger or rebuild this either way, which is going to be quite expensive and slow to do. There's definitely some potential nastiness here, but Ashablois, though, for whatever reasons, is not really, you know, pursuing this, I think, line of thought here, possibly because they're expecting more Raketnervers. I mean, the fog of war there, of course, does play a role. You're never quite entirely sure what your opponent has. But I definitely feel like Ashablois could be pushing much higher against Luvnest, having dealt the damage they have done. Or perhaps it is the reputation of Maximilian Kubelwagmeister that holds back Ashablois' hand. Ishtar holding back here. Another Katyusha barrage against Luvnest. Again, I mean, got more kills on a 9-9. Did some work there, but on average, as you might notice, it's not like a ton is being done with that Katyusha. I mean, so far, the Kubelwag before it got knocked out has done more than the Katyusha. Obviously, it also took more time, but you know, it costs a lot less too, though. Good if I give them the T-Fit 4 and 6, and I want to wear the Ashablois. Still think a Mortal would be an excellent addition here for Ashablois. Another Stuckatzer barrage here from Luvnest against Ashablois. Got a single kill with that one. Less impressive than the first one. But still, in just 2 barrages, you've gotten the same amount of kills. The Katyusha's done, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 of them. So we've got 289 to 206. Second T-34 looks ready here for Ashablois. And the center, got the disc MG fed folks. The conscripts got close to 54 on that one. Another field and barrage here. Light bit of damage. T-film on the right flank here. West side we got pumping grabbed here. Luvnest got a bit more to go for any tanks, but he's close there. He just needs the manpower. Fighting for the sort of continuous west side, they're conquering points. Looking noted out. Push the conscripts, pushing forwards here with the full 3 squads. Murdering going on there, west side point being grabbed. T-film comes from the eastern side here. Ashablois leads the way for the glorious Red Army, perhaps. Langraskaya is actually like quite exposed out there. It's like this opportunity to exploit, but again, Ashablois not quite as aggressive here as they could be, I feel. Which is different. I mean, they got significant in terms of population, much larger force than Luvnest, but again, the way Ashablois is playing, they're definitely like thinking Luvnest has a equally large force. So that is quite interesting to note there. But there you go, catch a line for gun here, nice flank here. Luvnest definitely needs some armor out here. Again, the only thing that's keeping the game, he's just Ashablois attacking, possibly due to, of course, the fearsome reputation of Maximilian Kupelwagenmeister. Dishka there, and Katrushi trying to obliterate the folks, but they managed to stay mostly clear of all of that being fired in the direction. And there goes Stuka's barrage, almost wiped the support units. We got 14 kills there, didn't quite wipe them though, so fell a bit short there. The line gun wiped again, like that one has been wiped so many times. I imagine the units nearby must think it's cursed or something. Keep moving forward here, going for the Schwerpanzer quarter, the camera shoots and misses. That is quite the whiff. And for the conscripts, T-4 falling back. I mean, for the most part, again, it feels like Ashablois got Luvnest on the rope, but again, the way Ashablois kind of playing, you're not quite getting that sensation otherwise. Like, they're not playing super confidently. Nothing new squad there for Ashablois. I mean, obviously it is Luvnest, so, you know, one mistake then Luvnest could aggressively punish Ashablois, that's for sure. Neat ace on the MD fed full, good hit there. No sign of armor there for Luvnest. The manpower bleeding is definitely a problem there. Trying to find the T-fed for some 6. Shredding the front of X there with well-placed Sturmgewehr K19K fire. Sitting on the western field point. What could Luvnest be planning here? Gun firing away, smoke barrage being deployed. Cameron's got it in the T-fed for some 6. 200 versus 206. Let's continue to be pressured here for Luvnest. I mean, Ashablois at 100 command points, was Luvnest 66, but again, there is a lack of confidence, I feel like, in Ashablois' part in some ways. On the left side here with the forces, looking to threaten Luvnest's left flank, I think. T-filming out there. Imps about to be caught here, that's going to be pretty bad for Luvnest. Yup. From the eastern side, pushing ahead here for the glorious Red Army there, got being met with a Katrushi barrage. There you go, rocket shotgun approach. Utter wipe there. T-film shape for the Stukas of us. Luvnest is in deep shizer. Good hit there, and down it goes. Now Ashablois attacking. They're attacking confidently. Driving straight to the base here of Luvnest. He is not ready for this. Enemy got kept holding up. About to get a wipe here in. We got rocket strikes from that. Luvnest does concede. GG, game over. Victory for Ashablois, victory for the Red Army. A fierce fight here with a lot of back and forth action, but in the end, the Luvnest kind of fell a bit short there. Not entirely sure. I mean, the Stukas Vision Thief was a nice idea, but I feel like just some orbital dart and some more armor I think would have served him better. Sort of pressure his opponent better. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this match. I've learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment. Of course, consider donating or pledging on Patreon. The links are in the description. This is Imperial Links and cheers. Thank you for watching. Until tomorrow again for our last episode. Bye.